What's up? What's up, y'all? What's going on out there? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Live 9:38 a.m. from the DMV. It is the homie Mainman Mademan in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. Just sliding through off the early like I sometimes like to do. I just hit the button, no cliff notes, no nothing. Just got a topic in my head and we just gonna talk about it. I won't be here long, just dropping in for a few minutes. Thumbs up as you pull up and salute to everyone in Mainman Mademan's boxing form all day. First off, you better give thanks. You opened your eyes. It's another day to be great. You better go out there and be great. Sun is shining. Birds are singing. What are you going to do today? You know what I'm saying? You going to finish that song that you started writing? You know what I'm saying? You going to finish that? Oh, no. You going to finish that car you've been working on in the garage. No, you going to clean the crib up today and blast the music and sip on your favorite cocktail. That's what you going to do today. You going to have a great day. You know what I'm saying? All day. But let's talk about this real quick. The Canelo situation. Had some time to think about this and salute to all of the fam that's sliding on through, man. I see you, Robbie Brown is in the building. What's up, family? Good morning, man. Good morning, Dillian. What's up, man? Good morning to you, bro. Good morning to the fam that's sliding on through, man. Let's talk about this Canelo situation for a quick minute, right? Had a little time to think about this more. And I'm going to say this, fam. We must be very, very careful with this. This is a delicate situation. What are you talking about, man? I tell you, Canelo Alverez, as much as I would love, if I had it my way, it'd be Canelo versus Charlo. It'd be Canelo versus Andre, without a doubt. If I had a wish list, that's first on top of the list. But can I fault Canelo Alverez for going for undisputed at 168 pounds? Can I really fault him for that? The thing is this. The boxing greats, the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.'s of the world, the Marcos Antonio Barreras of the world, they were always critical of Canelo. Some of them have came around and said, yeah, he's a great Mexican warrior, and some haven't. Because some, just like some of us fans, they look at his resume and say, well, we would rather have seen this than seen that. But in today's time, that's in the past. Today, the man has a chance to collect all of the belts at 68. My thing is this. For Charlo, as much as I believe in him, but Charlo, man, unfortunately, it looking like that ship has sailed. Yeah, did Canelo get away from him? Sure. Did Charlo put his foot on the gas enough to get Canelo? I don't know, because Charlo stepped aside. So I don't know. That first Golovkin and Canelo fight, Charlo stepped aside. Remember that. Wasn't too much aggression then, So sure, Charlo has a small hand to play in this. Charlo says he rather had stayed where he was at in Showtime and PBC. Fine, that's no problem. He want to be the star over there. Cool. But I got Daniel Jacobs taking his career by the horns and saying, I'm not listening to none of y'all. I'm going after the fights that I want. And he got the fights that he wanted. It took some moves to be made, but he made those moves. Now, there's no guarantee if Charlo would have made those same moves that he would have gotten the fight. There's no guarantee to that. We've heard the news recently of PBC offering 20-something million for a Charlo fight and Canelo turning it down. We've heard that. We've seen Charlo become the WBC champion and Canelo being franchised. So he was right under Canelo. There's no guarantee. You got Demetrius Andrade on the other side. He ain't got a Canelo fight. So there isn't a guarantee that Charlo would have got it if he would have won over there. But the fact of the matter is that ship is sailed. Joe Saunders, Avi Yildrim, Caleb Plant, those are opponents that will enable Canelo to become undisputed. Do I like the Avi Yildrim fight? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, this was a deal that had to be worked out with the WBC in order for that man to go after that belt. That's the goal. The belt. I look at Canelo Alverez and I say that any fighter in boxing would do exactly what he's doing. What is he doing, Mainman Mademan? I'll tell you what he's doing. The man is the supposed cash cow of boxing, right? Got out of his contract, so he's basically almost a free agent. He got his next couple fights lined up at 20+ million a pop, and these are belt holders, right? His next couple fights are lined up already. He already know what he's doing. And they're all champions. It may be Billy Slow. It may be Caleb Plant, but those are champions. These are all champions. He has those lined up at 20-something million a pop. There's not one fighter in boxing who would turn that down. When his career is over, what is going to hold more weight? Him being looked back and say he's an undisputed champion? Or people look back and say he beat Jermall Charlo or he beat Demetrius Andrade? I don't care who the champions are. See, this is the same thing that they try to do to Bud. Undisputed is undisputed. When he grabs those belts and he hang that tag on his legacy, they're going to look back and say, you know what? This is the reason why he was a great warrior, because he was undisputed. That is a tag that fighters should strive for. Strive for. So that is, to me, it holds. Then on the top of that, he's trying to be the first, and the first from Mexico, and the first undisputed 168-pound champion. Bro, that holds extreme weight for your legacy. He has money. He's made money. Now he needs legacy points. He's got a lot of ground to cover because he messed up a couple times with the clenbuterol thing and the whole cherry picking thing. Well, he got ground to cover. He needs legacy points. And what it starts at is going for undisputed. That's a hell of a legacy point, champ, for 20+ million a fight. Now, this is the deal with Charlo. It's got to be an adjustment made in your strategy. What do I mean? At the end of the day, Canelo cannot be undisputed without going through Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant fights on the same side as the PBC and Charlo in them, right? So instead of targeting Canelo right now, bro, because the ship is sailed. Let's just be honest. The ship has sailed. I don't care how many rants you do. It's just all cloud chasing. The ship is sailed. His fights are locked in. What you need to be doing is focusing on David Benavidez or Caleb Plant. Everyone should be focusing on Plant. Plant has the last remaining piece. Why are you talking about Canelo when Plant got a belt? DGO in the building. What's up, family? Go after Plant. You know Canelo gonna make his way around to Plant. Plant should be the target. Get the IBF belt. Get something that Canelo needs. That's what makes Bud so relevant. Earl, no matter what you do, bro, you can go around up all the belts you want. You steal all roads. All roads got to lead back to Terrence Crawford. Because he put himself in position. He got the belt that you need. And that's what Charlo needs to be thinking. Or any of them, Benavidez or anyone who wants the Canelo fight. Get the piece that he needs. And it's on your side of the street. So I can't fault Canelo, fam. I would love to see Charlo and Andrade. I really would. As a fan, I would. But we got to be 100 about this. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand that undisputed doesn't come around every day. When you got a chance, and then Canelo kind of lined this up on his own. And another thing, see, boxing fans are fickle. We can't have it both ways. Either we happy when we see a fighter take his career by the horns and stare away from these crooked promoters. Either we happy with that. And this man has, and he's staring himself towards undisputed. Or we cool with them, letting the promoter tell them when they can and cannot fight. Who they can and cannot fight. What network they can and cannot fight on. Canelo don't have that problem. And I know a lot of people don't like it. I get it. But it is what it is. The fight game has always had a cash cow. Always. And he is such. Now, can he be knocked off? Absolutely. But he ain't yet right now. And so he's going for undisputed. There is, in the full belt era, Ain't been many undisputed champions, y'all. Canelo ain't gonna let no one take that away from him. It's a slippery slope for boxing fans to say, forget undisputed and go and fight one fighter. That doesn't make no sort of sense. I love that fight, Charlo fight. I want that bad. But at the end of the day, undisputed is heavy, man. Undisputed is heavy. That's what keeps my main man Bud. His legacy, his biggest legacy achievement has being an undisputed champion. So no matter how many people come around and want to down him, that cannot take that away from him. That will get him into the hall. And y'all want Canelo to turn his back on that, to go and face one or two fighters. That don't make no sort of sense. And so that's why I say this is a slippery slope, fam. This is a very, very slippery slope. Yo, DGO says Canelo is the boss. If Charlo and Andre want Canelo, let them fight Benavidez, Billy Joe Saunders. Fight each other instead. They are ducking and rejecting offers from Canelo. And that's what I mean, bro. I think Plant should be the target. I think you go after the guy that's on your side that got that last piece. Plant should be the target. I should have Charlo doing his drunk rants talking about Plant. You know what I'm saying? Calling up Al talking about Plant. I know David talking about Plant. David talking about Plant and Charlo. But that's what they need to be focusing on, because you know Canelo got to come around. And if you get that belt, guess what? He cannot be undisputed without going through you. You know, other than that, it's just we talking. It's just all talking. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Robert says, yo, man, the way Charlo becomes the man for Canelo to fight is to be the biggest fight left. Charlo should fight Jacobs in the spring and Benavidez in the fall. Then he's the biggest fight out there for Canelo. I agree. That's all going to be good, bro. I just think that Canelo has his sights on undisputed before everything, though. That will be the biggest. If he did that, that will effectively apply pressure towards Canelo. Fans will go crazy and demand that fight, without a doubt. But that's only when Canelo is finished doing his business. And his business is big business. Undisputed at 20+ million a pop. Already in the bank. Ain't got to look for the money. Ain't got to decide the money. It's done. You know what I'm saying? So I got to admit, man, like, yo, fam, I just feel like we got to understand what he's doing. Oh, man, to the fam Fistiana and the super sticker. Much love to the family Fistiana. Salute to your queen. Good morning to you in the whole nine, man. Super sticker for Fistiana. Much love to you and much love to the movement. You know what I'm saying? All day, all day. That's the homie right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all, you know, it's just that I understand the position that he's in. He's looking at that. And it's just like, bro, like, that's a tough one. At first I was like, you know, trying to be like a caveman about it. I want Charlo. I want Charlo. But at the end of the day, when Canelo retires 5 years later, and we talking about Canelo here on YouTube, well, Canelo was a good fighter. How good was he? Well, he became undisputed, the first undisputed champion at 168 pounds. Damn, champ. Damn, that is crazy. Can't knock him, y'all. And guess what? All of those Mexican legends that are late to come around on Canelo, they going to come around then. Because guess what? He's going to have one up on all of them. All of them. Because ain't none of them been undisputed. He going to have one up on all of them. So I can't be mad, fam. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I can't be mad. Robert Brown says, yo, man, you really think that Plant will fight again? Maybe against a Charlo before September, fight with Canelo. If so, then Charlo should be on it. I agree. I think Plant fights one more time. After that performance he gave the other night, I think he want to improve on that, whether it been ring rust. On top of that, he claims he hurt his hand in that fight. So I'm sure he just don't want to just get up and just jump right into a fight with Canelo with a hand injury, or you might want to see how good that hand is working right now. And most importantly, it just wasn't a stellar performance. It was a good performance. And I don't want to be too overly critical because he won every round, but it was a good performance, but it wasn't a good enough performance for me to see him beat Canelo Alverez. You know what I mean? So I just think Right now, if planning smart, he comes back maybe spring, summer, and he try to get something going and then pivot back around in September and see if Canelo is ready. And if not, maybe Charlo can move on up. But Charlo is talking about moving up. I've been seeing his rants. I've been seeing what he's been talking about, and he is definitely talking about moving up. So we'll see. We'll see. I hope so. I hope so. I really do. I really do. Alfonso says Plant ain't fighting nobody. He got good views on Fox. He's just going to sit back and chill. Yeah. I mean, if I'm Plant, I would want to get a touch. You know what I mean? But if he want to sit back and chill and don't want to mess up the bag, that's, you know what I'm saying? That's on him. The fact of the matter is he knows he got that piece. He knows that this is what he got to come through me. And that's why I'm saying this. That's who all of the PBC fighters needs to be targeting right there. You know what I mean? So we'll see. And, you know, and the more we talk about Benavidez and Charlo, the more Plant gets to chill out in the background. You know what I'm saying? So truth be told, man, maybe Benavidez should go after that Plant fight more than he go after the Charlo fight. But somebody got to fight Big David, man. Somebody got to fight Big David. Al Heyman want everybody to get they O and make they money. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. There's nothing wrong with that. As an advisor, manager, that's exactly should be the goal. If it ain't the goal, then I'm asking you, what am I paying you for? The goal is to make me a star. The goal is to keep me getting in good fights and making me make good money. That's the goal. Most of Al Heyman fighters are reaching levels of prize fighter status. So they try and get paid. You know what I'm saying? I can't be mad at that. Honestly, I don't think Canelo will ever fight Charlo or Andre with or without a belt. Maybe you're right, fam. You might be right. You might be right. I think what it is, he'll go for this undisputed tag, and people probably won't hold him accountable for that. But if we are going to get that Charlo fight or Andre fight, it's going to have to be afterwards, unless they put themselves in position. I see Andre tried to put himself in position with the Billy Joe Saunders situation. Billy Joe Saunders playing games out here, playing vicious games. So I see he tried to put himself in position, but Billy Joe Saunders knew, I ain't giving this spot up. I know if I fight Andre, he talk that talk, but he know if he fight Andre and lose, bro, he will be depressed for years. He'll be in the dumps. Oh, my God, what have I done? I can't believe I fought Andre and I lost, and now I lost the Canelo fight. Billy Joe Saunders just talking because he's in position. And it's done. This is messed up, y'all. This is messed up. I got my homie Zeno is in the building. Good morning to your family. What's up, fam? What's up, man? What's up with you? Caleb Plant is an absolute joke. He has literally beat 2 top 10 rated opponents. He is a joke. He might be a joke, but he is in position, Zeno. That's one thing that can't be taken away from him. He is in position. He is going to win the Canelo sweepstakes. He is in position. He is definitely in position, you know, and that's why I say that them PBC boys should go after him. Go after him, man. You know what I mean? Go after him. But yo, man, but back to the original point I wanted to tell y'all is that we got to understand what Canelo is doing. It doesn't matter who the champ. Canelo cannot help who the champions are. And I want people to remember also, because we take our eye off this, Canelo is technically doing this at a higher weight class. He's moving up in weight. People take that off the pound for pound discussion all the time. Oh, it's just about the resume with a lot of y'all. No, it's not about just the resume. When you talk, well, I can't tell no one how to judge your pound for pound, but when you talk pound for pound, you factor in the resume, but you also factor in they're moving up in weight and still being successful against good fighters. That's something that makes Sets Terrence Crawford apart from everybody at welterweight, is the fact that he's on his 3rd class. So he's dominated while moving up. And in Canelo's case, it's almost technically the same. We can say what we want. Yeah, he does Canelo weights, which is facts. I got videos going all into that. But the fact of the matter is he's still doing what he's doing while moving up in weight. And it sounds easy to a lot of, to the untrained eye and the untrained. Oh, yeah, but look who he's. It sounds easy. It sounds easy. I guarantee you that a lot of those welterweights that you love, they cannot go to 54 and take on the weakest champion. I guarantee you that. None of them can go to 60 and take on the weakest guy. But y'all think it's so easy. People forget that moving up in weight and challenging yourself is the ultimate challenge in boxing. Not staying in one weight class and staying there for 15 years and you've outgrown everybody. And that ain't the challenge. The challenge is doing what you do, looking as great as you look while moving up. Today's boxing fans have taken that totally out of their discussion towards pound for pound. And that's what makes it so impressive. Because then I can see for my own two eyes. If that small fighter was a heavyweight fighter, I see with my eyes him moving up, still dominating different styles. So if that guy was a heavyweight, I believe that he would be more successful. That is the definition of pound for pound. Not your favorite fighter, not how great the resume looks. That's a factor. But you also got to factor in, Canelo's done that. He's going from 54. He beat Laura. He went to 60. He beat Golovkin. And then he went to 68. He beat Callum. He went to 75. And he beat Kovalev. If you want to say that there's an asterisk beside those fights, be my guest. But the fact still remains, when the smoke clears, you're going to have to put a W on the board. So my point I'm making is, this is notable. We're getting to point so emotional. We love our favorite fighters so much that we take our eyes off what accomplishments really are, because we downgrade them when someone else do it. I give Canelo full credit. If he goes for Undisputed, and if he want to put everything else on hold to make his way for Undisputed, this boxing fan right here understands. Because that is a major legacy point. And when your career is all said and done, man, when your Wikipedia is written, that Wikipedia, the best section in your Wikipedia in black bold letters is going to say Undisputed. And that's just the facts. Let me get a couple more and I'm out of here, fam. Let me see. We got that one. Then Prophet says, yo, man, yes, sir. Seems like they trying to force Andrade out the game. Yeah, man. Andrade is just that guy that I think he's like it's almost like, I'll be honest with you, bro. Every time I think about Demetrius Andrade, I get a headache, man. It's like, I don't even know, bro. He is like a walking Twilight Zone, bro. He's like a walking Matrix. I don't know what's up with this dude, bro. Every time I think I know, I don't know. I get proven wrong. You know what I mean? I would love to speak more on Andrade, but Andrade is an unexplainable character. He is. I would love to say that these dudes are avoiding Andrade. I really would. But Andrade's story is too consistent. It's always some shit with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's up with Andrade, bro. He just re-signed with DAZN, who ain't been doing nothing for him, but he back over there. I have no idea. They saying it's an effort to shut him out. I get it. Some of his fights that he could have had in the past that we know for sure he could have had, he walked away from. I don't know. Andrade gives me a headache, bro. Caleb is a good fighter. I don't see him as the best in his weight division, though. No, but he has a belt and he has a piece of the puzzle. In boxing, sometimes, you got to strategize and say, well, I got to put myself in position. Now, like I said, Caleb Plant didn't know this opportunity probably would have fell in his lap. He didn't know that Canelo was probably coming to 68. He was just doing his thing, but he fell in position. And Canelo made it well clear. I got a target on you, bro, and I'm coming for you. They even tried to do it. They even tried to put it together already. They tried to do the paperwork. It just didn't work out. I don't know. Andrade kind of blackballed. I hear you, man. When I hear Andrade say, yo, bro, who was that stepped to him? It was either Golovkin or Billy Joe Saunders a couple years ago when he first got to 60. Oh, I got to put on more muscle mass. When I hear him say stuff like that, man, when you know that he's pulled himself out of Charlo fights, when you know that he's just barking from a safe space, that he know that he's over there saying all of this talking, there ain't nobody going over there to no damn app. He knows this. He could have took this break time right in between time while he was a free agent and walked over there and say, hey, Mr. Heyman, how about me and you get together and do a 2-fight deal for Charlo before I go back over here to Eddie? He didn't do nothing like that. It was straight back to Eddie, nothing else to talk about. Why I don't even think an article was written on it. I don't even know. Why didn't he do something like that? Take it by the horns. See, this is what I be saying. We want to sit here and always criticize Canelo, but Canelo took his career by the horns. We want to criticize Terence Crawford, but Terence Crawford took his career by the horns. You take your career by the horns, man. And Andrade has failed to do that time and time again. And that's just the fact of the matter. Unfortunately, I like Andre, bro. I say his style versus Canelo, he gets Canelo. I think so. But Andre got to want it, man. Andre just complacent, man. He just sits over there complacent. It's one thing after another with him, and he's a walking Twilight Zone. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I mean? Hurl, what's up, family? Main man. Canelo is on a Liam Callum tour to take on all UK fighters until he retires. Be that as it may, he's on a Undisputed tour. It don't matter who. Yeah, that's why I say we get caught up on these names and who holds the belts. If that's the case, then they shouldn't hold belts. He's just going after the belt holders. You know, he's going after the belt. It wasn't his fault who holding these titles when he wants to go for Undisputed. Just like it wasn't Terrence Crawford's fault that he had to go through Postals and Dongos. Those were the guys that had the belts when I'm here. And I just want Undisputed. Why y'all blaming me for wanting to go after the greatest legacy achievement in boxing? It gets no higher than that. You can keep your pound for pound number one when I'm Undisputed. It gets no better than that. That is the ultimate crown. I can't knock him for it. I can't knock him for it. We're so, I guess boxing been treating us so bad. You know what I mean? We kind of scorn and we just want what we want. Look, man, I love the Charlo fight. It's my first fight, and the Andre fight, those are the fights but Canelo says I got business to take care of. And that's big business. And any fighter, Charlo would do it, Andre would do it, any fighter in boxing, if they can reverse the roles and put themselves in Canelo's shoes, they would do the exact same thing. And if you believe in any different, boxing fan, then you tripping. So we got to call it for what it is. This is a slippery slope, y'all, when we start turning down Undisputed. You know what I mean? I'm a traditionalist with pound for pound, so I have a completely different way of ranking it. Yeah, everybody got their system. Everybody got their system. I just think that people should incorporate more than just the resume. The styles that the fighters fight, the domination levels, also while moving up. All of these things kind of should go into your argument. You know what I'm saying? But everyone has their own criteria. You know what I'm saying? Can't respect Canelo when you have Kovalev taking dives to give him the win. Now, the Kovalev thing is kind of outside the realm of the Undisputed. So I get you what you're saying with the Kovalev thing. But I'm more so focusing on what he's doing at 68. And a lot of people want him to just say, forget that, to go after other guys that are, in my opinion, a lesser legacy point. Charlo is a lesser legacy point. I love the Charlo fight, but right now, it's not bigger than Undisputed. I think Undisputed, when it's all said and done, it's good. Canelo got money. He don't have to go to a Charlo guy or whatever for money. He has money. And plus his next couple fights guaranteeing him damn near 50 million. He don't need money. He need legacy. Our arguments on Canelo is about his legacy. Is looking at his resume. He's cherry picking. He's this. So he needs legacy points, not money. And so I can't be mad at this, man. If y'all want to be mad at anything, be mad at boxing for making these dudes the champions. For saying that if y'all don't like Plant and Billy Slow and the Yildrim thing, blame boxing, man. The man just taking advantage of the system that's in place. So it is what it is, y'all. I'm not going to go against Undisputed. That's something I'm not going to do. I rock with champions. When you are a champion, you are a champion. When you do champions caliber things, I rock with you. I'm not going to turn my back on a person that's trying to do championship caliber things. This is a thing that 99.999% of boxers would love to achieve. And they're just not in position to achieve this. But Canelo is. And he's a man with no promoter. And he can go to any network. And he's commanding 20+ million a fight. And he wants to go for Undisputed. Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that. I'm out of here, fam. I'm about to get up out of here. Let me get a couple more. Zeno says, yo, man, Yildrim is from the UK. Oh, okay. You talking to Harold? Yeah. Fonzo say, yo, man, Andre can't even get a fight with Charlo. Facts. On the same side of the street. Same side of the street, fam. Bro, you giving Canelo a little bit too much credit. Canelo just seems like a professional cherry picker to me. He got skills and power, but seems to be ducking them hungry lions. That's one fighter, man. One fighter, bruh. That's one fighter. He is ducking the Hungry Lions. And I think the Hungry Lions it'll be a great fight. Give Charlo a damn good chance. I'm not denying that, man. And I'm not denying that he got away from Charlo. I'm not denying that he's ducking Charlo. I'm not denying any of that. But I'm saying when you put Charlo up against Undisputed, things start to look a little different for me. I love the Charlo fight. I do. But the Charlo fight, when Canelo's career is over, it's just one fight. And that ain't bigger than Undisputed. It just ain't. Charlo fight ain't got to go nowhere. Hell, like I say, if Charlo is smart, then Charlo got to put himself in position. Go after Plant. That ain't hard to do. Call Al. I'm ready to move up, 68, and I want Plant or I want Benavidez. It's right there. That's what you do. Keep talking about Canelo when Canelo handling his business is just a waste of space. That's what I be saying, bro. Charlo be talking too much. I'm sick of hearing him talk all the time, bro. I mean, every time I turn around, he just talking. Move up. If you're gonna move up, move up. There ain't shit for you at 160 right now. Nothing. What's that 160 for Charlo right now? Riddle me that. Why are we still having this conversation when he gonna move up? Move your ass up, cuz. Andrade ain't fighting you. What you gonna fight? Deryevchenko again? Matt Korobov? Who you gonna fight? You waiting for a 54-pounder to move up? Move your ass up, bro. You keep saying that you can do it, then do it. Go after Plant. This is how you put yourself in position. All roads gotta lead to you. The WBC pulled a fast one on Charlo. A fast one. That was messed up. But Charlo took step-aside money. Y'all don't want to talk about that. No one likes to talk about Charlo getting out of the damn way and allowing Gennady Golovkin and Canelo to go forward. And he just knew, oh, well, you know, I did y'all a favor and got out the way. Now y'all can do me a favor. Boxing don't work like that. It's about leverage. And you allowed him to get leverage over you. You should have stood firm and said, hell nah, I don't give a damn how big that Golovkin fight. One of y'all better vacate if y'all want to go around me, champ. One of y'all better vacate. That's all I can tell you. I'm due for my shot, and I want it. But he didn't go that route. That's too much truth, man. Stop it. Stop it. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Zeno says, yeah, I agree. Canelo's out here and doing his thing. Absolutely. He's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. And I love to see a fighter takes full control of their career. Does Canelo creep around the edges? Yes. Does Canelo get hooked up more than any fighter in boxing? Absolutely. But we're talking about the here and the now. We can keep talking about 2 years ago. The here and now is the fact of the matter is he's going for Undisputed. And that is a hell of a legacy achievement. I'm going to respect him if he get it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to respect him if he get it. Saludos, bro, from Denver, Colorado. I want to see 80s type of rivalries. No mas, divas, all day. Facts. Facts. Same here, fam. Same here. I appreciate Canelo for taking all of these fights in such short time, but they are not difficult fights, in my opinion. It's not. It's not. It ain't difficult fights. I think he can beat Billy Joe. And I definitely think after watching that Plant fight the other night, man, I had Plant 50-50 right there, but I'm rethinking things, bro. I'm slightly leaning towards Canelo now. You know what I'm saying? DGO says, Charlo telling Benavidez he won't fight him until he is 25 and gets the COVID vaccine. Talk about ducking. Yeah, I seen that yesterday. I saw that. I took it as jokes. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was just kind of joking around. I see Benavidez is out here on his line, though. Benavidez is out here heavy. He's out here on Plant line and he out here on Charlo line. He trying to make something collect. He trying to make something connect. I like Benavidez, man. But Benavidez should have never lost his belt, unfortunately. It would have made him a much more attractive fighter with a WBC belt around his waistline, you know? So it is what it is, man. That's messed up, man. Belts don't mean nothing. It's who you fight mean more. And that's where we at. Right there, Jermall. That's where we at today. Belts don't mean nothing. Undisputed doesn't mean anything. We're about to get one at 140, right? Undisputed champion between Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. Look like that's going to be the next one. And after that, it looked like maybe Canelo can get it after that. And then after that, maybe if we lucky, we talking about Earl and Crawford, maybe for Undisputed if everything falls in place. So Undisputed is lining up for a lot of people. These fighters want that legacy achievement. Teofimo Lopez, he got to be he got to be in the worst position because it's like you is, but you ain't, you know what I mean? But everyone wants that legacy achievement, man. That's huge, bro. You are remembered through the histories of boxing for being an undisputed champion. Your chances of going to the hall has increased big time when you become an undisputed champion. It's something worth remembering. And I can't be mad at Canelo for wanting to check that box. I really can't. I really can't. Much love to the fam, yo. I'm out of here, man. Hey, we got the OG in the building. What's up, Retro? My main man, Blood. Salute the Blood, man. Great video you did yesterday on the WBA rankings, Blood. All day. Check the whole thing, man. Salute to the OG, man. And thanks for sliding through this morning, family. Much love to you, man. You already know, fam. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Charlo fight is high risk and low reward for Canelo. Possibly at this point, when you got $25 million fights lined up for world titles, at that point, does anything else really make sense? Will any fighter in boxing walk out of that situation? Just riddle me that, fam. Riddle me that. Much love to y'all, man. I got to go. Y'all have a blessed day. It's a beautiful day out there, man. Go out there and be great. Stay positive. Stay positive. Stay positive. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy your day. Much love to you all. Protect yourselves. Protect your family, man. All day. And thank y'all for rocking with me this morning. I see y'all later, and I'll see y'all real soon on an episode of We Talking Boxing. I'm just lining up my topics, and I'm getting ready to shoot. Much love to y'all all. I see y'all soon. To the next one, man. Peace out.